just like being at an anime convention. Thought I'd make a video for fun to get the most out of my PS4's capture system, and to have a chance to make other stuff in between major releases, such as HMDH Episode 11, which is in the works right now. So anyway, yeah, this is Akiba's Trip, Undead, and Undressed, on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, this game is actually a sequel to a PSP game, also called Akiba's Trip, and the gameplay mechanics in that game is almost pretty much the same as this game, except this is the only one to have come out in America. Now the premise of this game is, you play as a guy who's called No Name, who is just your run-of-the-mill otaku who loves action figures, he loves model kits, he loves scantily clad two-dimensional women on posters, and video games, and various memorabilia. But anyway, that is our hero, folks. Now, he decides to get a part-time job working for a very shady company where he does not read the fine print of the contract. So, through experimentation and whatnot, he's turned into what is called a synthesis, which is, you know, pretty much a vampire. And with the help of his vigilante friends, who just so happen to also be otakus, as well as this lady who fights with a parasol, they decide to stop all the evil that is plaguing Akihabara. Now, one thing I really like about this game is, you know, I've never been to Japan before. I don't know what Akihabara looks like or what the feel is over there, but this is actually a faithful replica of the entire district. So it is really nice, and it's nice that it's open world, open world gameplay, so you can explore all the shops, see all the TVs, see what the atmosphere is like over there. So yeah, you can go into the shops, you could buy laptops, you could buy computer monitors, you can buy keyboards, you could buy baseball bats for your cosplay apparel, or you could just buy the stuff and just beat the living crap out of people on the street. For no reason at all. Well, they might have looked at you funny, they might have insulted your cosplay, they might have insulted your waifu, I don't give a crap anyway. So yeah, the main enemies in this game are vampires. Now, these aren't your stereotypical vampires, because they can actually go out in the sunlight, and the sunlight does not weaken them or kill them. Now, the only way to get rid of these vampires is not by your ordinary means. So, sorry, but crucifixes, holy water, Simon Belmont, or Stephanie Meyer's writing ability won't kill them. Instead, you have to take the clothes off. And you take the clothes off in very interesting ways. Yeah. Taking the clothes off. Now, some people think this is really, really dumb, and it is. And also kind of offensive, but when you get down to it, this is Japan we're talking about, so of course this is one of those weird games with that kind of gimmick to it. But, you know, the stripping mechanic, you know, it is what it is. It's obviously, it's fan servicey, there's no, there's no getting around that, but most of the time you're just fighting dudes. Japan just has that toilet humor, slapstick kind of humor, so, you know, it is what it is. If you don't like it, then, you know, you don't have to play it or rent it or whatever, you just let it be. But there's obvious fan service, and, you know, if you're attracted to polygons and 2D artwork, then, I don't know what to tell you, maybe consult a counselor, maybe consult your parish priest so you can, you know, talk about your problems, maybe lock yourself in your room and just cry and think about all the mistakes you've done in your life. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Akiba's Trip. It's a good game. Go around just beating the crap out of these vampires because they looked at you wrong. Now, some of you might think this is this weird game where you just run around ripping vampires' clothes off isn't really worth the $50 asking price, because, I mean, on the PS4 it's $50. For the PS3, it is $40, and on the Vita, it's also $40, but it's been on sale recently. I managed to get the PS4 version for $18 off of Amazon, and yeah, you know, some of you might not think that this is worth the full price of admission, and you'd be wrong, because this game as Hokuto Shinken.
Or, you know, for any of you JoJo Bizarre Adventure fans out there. And there's in-game advertising! You got Supersonico! You got these animes! And these video games with the characters and swords and the magic and the pretty drawings and the animation and I don't freaking know. But, you know, I kind of like seeing the trailers for the different Exceed games and the other anime stuff on the TV screens. It makes it more immersive. You know, for example, you know, you could just be hanging out in your otaku base, and then you see a Supersonico ad on TV, and it's just kind of funny, and, you know, you can go into first-person mode via your camera phone, and you can just look at this thing for hours and hours and hours on it. It's like GTA, when you just want to watch all the cartoons. But why would you want to watch the cartoons? You're here to fight vampires, rip the clothes off. What are you doing? And speaking of all this otaku culture and the weebs, this game blatantly mocks that culture and just shows how weird the action figure, poster, and merchandise obsessed some people can actually be. I'm about 6-7 hours into the game right now, but the jokes, the jabs at the otaku culture, and all the characters are extremely funny, and it's very well written. My favorite character so far is Nanashi's sister, voiced by Sydney Robinson, and she is a funny little character. I bet you're the type that just browses Tumblr all day, aren't you? Now I'm really impressed with the depth and the customization this game has, which, you know, at first glance you might not think that there's a whole lot, but there is a pretty good amount. You can customize the running animation to, yeah, this. Imagine seeing someone run down the street just like that. Kinda want to call the cops. So this is a game you might want to check out for the geek and anime jokes, the parodies of the different tropes, and a faithful replica of Akihabara. Just don't ask for it at GameStop in person or you might get glances. At my local GameStop, I know the managers, and it was on sale for $40, and I was about to ask for it, but I was like, he kind of knows me, and I don't want him getting the wrong idea. I'm not a weeb, I swear! I'm playing it for the graphics, I'm playing it for the gameplay and the riveting story! Don't judge me! So if you can get past the simple combat and the easy difficulty, it's a pretty fun game for the Vita, the PS3, and the PS4. Now, I would recommend the PS4 version over the other two versions just because of the loading times. Now, there is a lot of loading times in here when you're going from menu to menu, you're cycling through the different areas, you're fast traveling. There is quite a few loading times, so, you know, if you want to get into the game, you really need to install that to your hard drive. So the PS4 automatically does that for you, so loading times on the PS4 are about maybe 3-4 seconds tops. But when it comes to the my dog almost knocked out my laptop, thank you, Saxy. But when it comes to the PS3 and the Vita, I have seen reviews and other people complaining how the loading times are way too much and way too long. So but I'm pretty sure you could just install it to your PS3 anyway, and it'll load faster. For the Vita, But that's just a short look at Akiba's trip, Undead and Undressed, PS4. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys very soon.
Nuclear launch detected. Fucking weebs.